Hello, my beautiful indigo warriors. How are you? So, today's video, as I promised, leading with value, I want to share with you the system that I use in my own business and bring out from it the points in it that are most important to you where you are right now in your journey as a spiritual entrepreneur. Now, as you can see in the Modern Hero system, there are 7 points to it. There's the hero's journey, lifestyle, message, process, content, sales, and strategy. And it's split into a masculine part and a feminine part. Now, I'm not going to go deep into why it's split like that or anything like that. I'm just going to give you a brief overview of the system in this first little video and pick out the 4 parts that you need from that system to get your business up and running and moving forward so you can then begin to build it. Okay, so what happened to me when I first started trying to get into business is that I was focusing on the wrong areas of the business. I was focusing on the strategy, the content, the process. So it was like building this funnel, setting up this email marketing system, building out this thing, doing this thing, thinking that that is what was going to bring me the money, that is what was going to move the business forward. And I don't know whether any of you have done that. It's like you're worrying so much about the how you're going to do it, the building of the thing, but you find it's very, very frustrating and it's not going the way you want, and you're putting so much energy into it, but it's not growing at the rate that you expected it to. And what I came to realize is that the problem I was having is that I was trying to build this massive castle, but I hadn't laid the foundations. So as I began to build all these big rocks, one on top of the other, I was building on sand. So as soon as I built up a little bit, it came crumbling down. And I was spending so much time and energy, so much of my essence into it, that I was beginning to get frustrated. Even to the point where I'm thinking, I'm going to give this up. This is it's killing me. Obviously I'm not cut out for this. And that was when I invested in training with a guy who showed me that I was going about it the wrong way. I was trying to build a house on sand and I hadn't laid the foundations. So the 4 most important things that you need to focus on right now, especially with these new energies coming in, is your hero's journey, which is the center of the system, your lifestyle, your message, and making sales. These are the 4 things that you must learn how to do and have in place before you even begin to think about any sales funnel or an email marketing strategy, or even the content of your course or the process that you're going to take people through. These 4 things must be in place. Now, the hero's journey, this is your life story up until now. All of the experiences that you've had, the goods, the bads, the highs, the lows, the sadness, the joy, everything that has formed you as a person up till now, and the vision that you have for the future. Okay? And as we've spoke about in other videos, the vision that you have for the future, the person that you wish to be, is just as important as the person that you were. And once you begin to embody in your hero's journey the person that you wish to be, your hero's journey will accelerate faster and you can become that which you wish to be much, much faster. And begin to see the fruits, begin to see the fruits of your labors much, much faster. And that's going to be the subject of another video. I'm going to dive deep into the hero's journey, what it is, and how to understand your own life and the things that have happened for you in your journey to now, which have sparked you on this entrepreneurship journey, and what lessons we can learn from that and incorporate your future vision, your future self into your story, and how to write that story from today to get to see what you want to see. Now, the next most important thing is your lifestyle. Now, this is something that you're not going to find in many places on the internet. So when you look at business training, They will focus on the strategy. They will focus on the content. They'll tell you, you need to do Facebook ads. You need to build your funnel in ClickFunnels. You need to do your course in Teachable. You need to learn how to grow to 1 million followers on Instagram. They're the kind of things that people want to teach you, these shiny objects that kind of draw you in. And you think, what if I only had this? My business would work. If I only had that thing, I would begin to make money. But what the biggest lesson I learned as an entrepreneur, especially somebody working in the spiritual field and who is taking advantage of these new energies that are coming through, is that the way I lived my life had much more of an impact on how my business went than any other strategy or plan or idea that I had. Okay, so to give you a quick little bit of backstory about how I've got to where I am right now and why my vision of the future is what it is. When I went through my spiritual awakening and I woke up to this idea that I could be more than I was, that I could be more than just the product of the society that I lived in, that I could be more than just, go to school, get an education, go to university, get a job, save money, have 2.5 kids, buy a car, buy a house, retire, die. When I began to realize that, my God, life is for me. I'm here. I can be whoever I want to be. I don't have to fit in. I don't have to follow rules. I don't have to do the things that I think I should do necessarily. I can be who I want to be. And I began to study sales and marketing. I was like, the first thing I wanted to do was, the first business I tried to set up was to help dads realize financial freedom so they could spend more time with their wife and kids and give their family the life that they wanted to give them so they could be freer. And if you look back through my YouTube channel, you'll see videos there of me trying to teach people how to make money online when I actually wasn't making money online, you see. So there was a misalignment there between who I was and what I was trying to teach other people how to do. And this is why I speak so deeply about the new energies, because the new energies don't leave space for lies and hiding. The old energies permitted that. The old energies permitted lies to be covered up. The new energies that are coming through are bringing everything out into the light. There's no room for hiding. There's no room for lies. There's no room for duping people. Okay, so the most important thing that you can do after understanding your hero's journey and why you've gone through what you've gone through to get where you are now, why you woke up and what your vision for the future is, once you've understood that, the next thing is to actually take that future vision and become it before you start trying to set up a business. Because in your lifestyle, there are 4 areas. There's your body, and this is another video that we'll do. Each of these 4 things that we're going to talk about, I'm going to do a video on them, diving deep into every section of them. So there's 4 areas of life. There's your body, your being, balance, and your business. Now you'll notice that business is only one of 4 areas of life that are important. So your body, how are you exercising? Are you eating properly? Are you resting? Are you taking care of this vehicle that you have to move around in this physical plane? Your being, how's your spirituality? Are you meditating? Are you connected to source? Do you understand your vision for the future? Are you listening to insight that comes in? Are you connected? Are you where you should be? Are you taking time out to actually listen to what source has to say and communicate with the greater part of yourself, your inner being? Balance. How are your relationships? How are you getting on with your partner? How are you getting on with your kids? How are you getting on with your family? How are you getting on with your neighbors? Are you shying away from human contact? and your business. You see, once I began to grow a little bit more as a man, and I began to understand the way I needed to be, and I began to read books about becoming a man, and what it means to be a man in modern society. I began to understand certain things, and that impulsed me forwards to teach other men how to do these things. So I was reading these things in books, and then I sort of moved into the men's coaching space, and I was like, trying to lead groups of men and telling them that this is how you should be with your wife, this is how you should be with your kids, this is how you should, work all these things together. But again, it was at a time when I was putting all my effort into the business. The relationship with my wife and kids was just like, I don't know how we didn't end up divorced. Like, I don't know how my wife put up with me, really. And I'm very, very lucky that she didn't kick me out of the house. And I'll get into that much deeper, that the way that I was in my relationship, that was just ridiculous, and how I'm very lucky to still be in the relationship with my wife. I was putting so much effort into the business that I wasn't meditating, I wasn't listening to source, I wasn't connecting the way I used to connect. So my spirituality was failing, and my body, I wasn't taking care of it. So there was no way that my business could succeed, because the other areas of my life were missing. So your lifestyle is important. And you must be, like we've spoken in the other videos, you must be living your vision for the future. You must be living it now to make it a reality. So those 4 areas of your life, and we'll go deep into that, the 4 areas of your life must be in place properly for the one area that you are probably concentrating more on, which is the business. It's like, I speak to so many spiritual entrepreneurs, and they're like, no, the business, and they're worrying about the business and the income and the money and the how am I going to survive, and how, I need this money and I need this money, and there's no energy going into the other 3 things. And if there's no energy going into those 3 things, your business won't survive either. Your business will go nowhere. I want you to think about it like this. Like, there's a part of you inside that craves connection, that craves love and relationship, okay? There's a part of you, of your personality, a part of your being that wishes to be connected. So think about that part of yourself, the part of yourself that wants connection. So there's a massive part of yourself putting your effort into business to make money, okay? And you're like, oh, I need to make money. Well, there's a little part inside of you that's going, yeah, but like, you're not spending any time with people I want to spend time with. I want to be connected to somebody. I want a relationship with a partner. I want to be connected. And if you make all this money, what are you going to do? If you're not connected to people now, when you make all this money, are you actually going to connect with people? I don't trust you. I can't follow you down your business path, because I worry that when you do that, you're not going to have relationships with anybody, and I'm going to still be lonely, but you're going to be rich and having a great time. You see? And then you've got the spiritual part, the God part of yourself, the source part of you that says, well, if you're not taking me with you on your journey, I'm not going. And your body's like, well, if you're not taking care of me now, when you're rich, what are you going to do? Going to fill me with champagne and cocaine and all these kinds of things? Well, I'm not going either. So there are parts of you that are resisting your success, because you're not loving those parts of your life. So those 4 areas in your lifestyle need to be in balance for each of them to succeed together. It's not like when a tree grows, it concentrates on one branch and all the other branches die. All of the branches grow at the same time. Yeah? And that's what your life needs to be like. Your lifestyle needs to show that which you wish to see. Because otherwise you're going to encounter internal resistance from things that you cannot physically see with your own eyes. and they will stop you moving forwards. They will break you. They will stop you. There will be this wall in front of you that says, you're moving no further. You are not moving any further until you sort out your relationships, you sort out your relationship with God or Source, and you sort out your body. It's not happening. You're not going anywhere. Okay. And then the next most important thing is your message, and this is what you're going to be communicating out to the world. And this will be based around a combination of your hero's journey up until where you are right now and your vision for the future. So the message I give out there is that I want to help new spiritual entrepreneurs get their foot in the door, get the help that they need to get started, so that we can all move together as a community and take the earth onto a new timeline where we help each other, where we give for the love of giving, where we love each other, where we live in harmony, where we no longer feel the need to make bombs and go to war, and we live together as a brotherhood of 8 billion siblings, where we remove borders between countries. It's like, why do I, and I'm getting a bit off topic here, but why do I need a goddamn passport to move around planet Earth? I am a resident of planet Earth. I'm English. I live in the UK. Why am I restricted to this? I should be able to move freely wherever I want. I'll get a bit off topic there. But that's the message that you communicate. Okay? And once your hero's journey is sorted, you've got your vision for the future planned out, you're living the lifestyle today that you wish to see in the future, you make the future a reality now, and you get your message out there, that's when you will start making sales. That's when you will start making sales. You don't need a funnel, you don't need content, you don't need a process. Get those 3 things and you'll start getting the sales. You will start getting the sales. They will come in because people will they will look at your story. They will listen to your vision for the future. They will see how you're living your life, how you're being successful. They'll hear your message and they'll say, I want to work with you. And this is the whole thing about selling in the new energies. It's not about, like we talked about in the last video, I've got this thing. Wow, this thing is amazing. This thing will change your life. Okay, give me some money and I'll show you the thing. Right? That's the old energy. The new energy is, I am this thing that you wish to be. Look, this is where I was. This is what I'm working towards. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. This is what I want to help you with. And you hide nothing. You hide nothing, and these new energies, these new spiritual energies will come and they will just amplify you in a way that you never even thought possible. Okay, so I just thought I would run through the Modern Hero system. Now the other parts, the strategies, the content, the process, we can dive deeper into those later on. That's their things for later on in your entrepreneurship business, once you've got the foundation sorted out. But in this group, we're going to be focusing on those foundation pieces. And so I just thought I'd give you an introduction there to the Modern Hero system and what we're going to be doing and covering in this group. Okay, so take care, my wonderful heroes and my wonderful warriors, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.